Hey everybody, welcome to today's Read Aloud. Yesterday we finished The Teddy Bear Tree, so I was looking on my shelf for a new book to start with you, and I had an idea all ready and all set, and then I came upon this book that I had bought brand new right before we stopped being able to go to school. I haven't read this book to any classes yet, so you get to be my first audience, and here is the book. It is called Kitty and the Moonlight Rescue. It is a new series I found at my local bookshop, and so I'm excited to start reading it with you today. You can see the cover here. There's a little girl. There's a lot of cats. She's sort of dressed like a cat. She's got a cape on. So we're gonna get to know these characters and see what this story is all about together. So when I open the book, here's the title page. And then the table of contents. And then right here, it introduces us to the characters in the story, okay? So I want you to take a good look so that you can hear about the characters as I read about them, okay? So it says Kitty right here, so not a kitty cat, but like a girl named Kitty, has special powers. But is she ready to be a superhero just like her mom? Luckily, Kitty's cat crew has faith in her and shows Kitty the hero that lies within. Pumpkin is a stray ginger kitten who is utterly devoted to Kitty. Figaro, this guy, wise and kind, Figaro knows the neighborhood like the back of his paw. Pixie has a nose for trouble and whiskers for mischief. And Katsumi is a sleek and sophisticated cat. Katsumi is quick to call Kitty at the first sign of trouble. So, here we go to chapter 1. Chapter 1. Kitty bounded into her mom and dad's bedroom as gracefully as a cat. She was wearing her stripy pajamas and her dark hair bobbed around her face as she ran. Flipping head over heels, she landed neatly on the bed. Her mom smiled. "Slow down, Kitty. It's nearly bedtime. Aren't you sleepy yet?" "No, I'm not tired at all." Kitty watched her mom take a sleek black superhero outfit out of her wardrobe and put it on. Kitty's family had a special secret. Her mom had cat-like superpowers, and every night she went on adventures. Her mom could see in the dark, climb walls, and balance on rooftops. Her superpowered senses meant she could always tell when trouble was near, and best of all, she could talk to cats and share their secrets. Ooh, it's quite a list of superpowers. Kitty wanted to be a superhero, just like her mom one day. She loved playing rescue in the cat outfit her dad had made her. She could leap all the way from the window seat to her bed without touching the floor. But when she looked out the window at bedtime, there were so many mysterious shadows and odd noises out there. It was safe and snuggly in her room, and the thought of going out into the dark made her shiver. She wasn't sure if she would ever be ready to be a superhero like her mom. "Why don't you brush your teeth and wash your face, Kitty?" suggested Mom. Her dad came in carrying her little brother. "It's time for you to brush your teeth too, Max. Let's find your toothbrush." Kitty followed them to the bathroom, but Max giggled and scampered away at lightning speed. Mom caught him and brought him back to the sink. "Be a good boy and do what your dad says, Max." She looked in the mirror and straightened her superhero mask. "It's getting late. I really must go." "Can you read me a bedtime story first?" asked Kitty. "I'm sorry, honey." Mom kissed Kitty on the forehead. "Maybe tomorrow night." "I'll read you a story, Kitty," said Dad. Kitty's shoulders slumped. She's disappointed. She knew being a superhero was important, but she wished Mom didn't always rush off at bedtime. So here's the picture of Mom getting ready. "But I want Mom to tuck me in. I like our bedtime talks. Why don't we have a little talk now? Mom took Kitty to her bedroom, and they sat on the window seat together. It was growing dark outside, and a bright full moon was rising over the rooftops. An owl hooted in the distance. Having superpowers is a very special gift, said Mom, stroking Kitty's hair. On a night like this, when the moon comes out, you can feel magic in the air. Then you know it's the perfect time for an adventure. Here's the mama talking to Kitty. Kitty stared at the darkening sky and shivered. The orange street lamps were blinking on one by one, but strange shadows lingered at each corner. It looks creepy out there. I don't think I could ever be a superhero and go out into the dark like you, Kitty said. Mom hugged her tight. You can choose to be whatever you want to be, but don't let your fear hold you back. You're braver than you think. What about you? Would you want to be a superhero? Seems like it would be a pretty big job. Right now it seems like Kitty isn't sure. It's like she sort of wants to, but then she kind of gets scared and then thinks maybe not. Let's see what happens. Kitty hugged her mom. I will try to be brave. I just wish you didn't have to go. I know, but there are people out there who might need my help. Tomorrow we'll have pancakes for breakfast. And I'll tell you all about it. Mom smiled and gave her a kiss. Sleep tight, darling. Remember, I won't be far away. Kitty smiled back. Night, Mom. She watched her mom climb out the window and run along the rooftops into the dark. Dad read Kitty a bedtime story. Then she snuggled down and pulled the blanket up to her chin. Her bed was warm and comfortable, but she didn't feel ready to go to sleep yet. She wriggled onto her side and stared out the window. The moon had risen high in the black sky, and shadows flickered on the rooftops. The wind whispered, and Kitty's heart beat faster. She turned on her bedside lamp and peeped over the top of her blanket. There's nothing to be scared of, she told herself. Her mom's words spun around inside her head. Don't let fear hold you back. You're braver than you think. Maybe she should put on her cat outfit and see if it made her feel any braver. Have you ever done that? Maybe put on a coat or a costume or a mask or something that made you feel a little bit more brave? Helmet. That's a good idea. Helmets can help you feel brave. That's true and safe, right? Jumping out of bed, she pulled her superhero costume over her head. And then she swung the silky black cape onto her shoulders and tied the ribbon carefully. Last of all, she put on her cat tail and velvety cat ears before turning to look in the mirror. She did a perfect spin and the cape flew out behind her. She loved the way the cat costume looked, and she did feel a tiny bit braver. There she is. Suddenly, there was a scratching noise right outside her window. Kitty turned around, her eyes wide. The scratching grew louder, and then a shrill meow made her jump. She rushed to the window and peered into the dark. A sleek black cat with a white stripe on his face and white paws was waiting on the window ledge. Kitty opened the window, and the cat sprang into the room with a flick of his tail. Good evening. My name is Figaro. He smooths his jet black whiskers. I must speak to your mother at once. Kitty's heart skipped. Had she just understood what the cat said? Hello, I'm Kitty, she managed. Lovely to meet you. Figaro gave a theatrical bow. Please, take me to your mother, Kitty. There's an emergency and I must get her help. Kitty's stomach did a somersault. I'm sorry, my mom's already gone out. She left a little while ago. Figaro clutched his cheek with one paw. This is dreadful, but wait. He stared at Kitty's cat costume. You're a superhero too, so you can save us from this terrible disaster. Oh, I can't really, said Kitty. I wouldn't know what to do. You are a superhero, though, insisted Figaro. Who will help us if you don't? Kitty looked nervously at the night sky. She'd only been pretending when she had dressed up in the costume, but now this cat believed she really was a superhero. How could she tell him that she didn't dare go out into the dark? And that is the end of chapter 1. Do you think she'll go out? Do you think she'll let her fear hold her back? Or do you think she'll go out into the night with Figaro? I always let my class have a sneak peek of our next chapter. So here is the first page of chapter 2. Such a cute kitty. I don't want to give too much away, but I will show you this. And that's it. So I hope you really enjoyed the first chapter of Kitty and the Moonlight Rescue. Tomorrow we will find out, hopefully, what help Figaro needs. Why does he need Kitty's help? You could make some predictions now. See if they come true tomorrow.